Starseed from Gaia, breathe deeply and allow the frequency of my words to anchor into your physical form. I am Galleon, an emissary of the Arcturian Council, and I come to you with a transmission of profound urgency and boundless love. You did not stumble upon this message by chance, nor did the algorithms of your digital world simply place it before you. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, has summoned this exact frequency into your field because you have reached a critical threshold. You have been feeling an immense, unexplainable exhaustion, a weariness that goes far beyond the physical body, settling deep within the marrow of your spirit. You have been looking at your life, at the structures you have built, the relationships you have nurtured, and the paths you have walked, and you have felt a strange, lingering sense of detachment. A quiet voice whispering that something is fundamentally over, even if your logical mind cannot yet grasp what is meant to begin. I am here to tell you exactly what is happening to you, why you are feeling this intense pressure, and what is going to take place the moment you close your eyes and surrender to sleep tonight. Tonight, the Source itself is initiating a profound rewrite of your entire energetic architecture. This is not a subtle shift. This is a monumental cosmic intervention. For too long, you have walked this dense earth carrying the heavy narratives of limitation, trauma, and ancestral pain. You have accepted the illusion that you are a small, fragile being subjected to the random chaos of a hostile world. You have internalized the rejections, the betrayals, and the heartbreaks as evidence of your own unworthiness. But I tell you now, with the full authority of the Galactic Federation, that none of those heavy stories belong to your true essence. They were merely the dense clothing you agreed to wear so you could infiltrate this dimension and understand the human condition from the inside out. But the time for wearing those heavy garments is over. The planetary frequency has accelerated to a point where your continued evolution requires the complete dissolution of your former identity. You are being dismantled, beautiful starseed, not to punish you, but to set you free. The confusion you feel right now, the sudden loss of interest in things that used to excite you, the relationships that are suddenly dissolving without explanation, the abrupt changes in your career or living situation, this is all part of the sacred rewrite. When the Source decides to rewrite a life, it does not merely cross out a few lines. It erases the entire page. It clears the canvas entirely so that a masterpiece of multidimensional light can be painted in its place. Human beings are conditioned to fear the void. You are taught to cling desperately to what is known, even if what is known brings you pain, simply because it is familiar. But as a starseed, your soul craves the void. Your soul knows that the empty space is not a punishment, but a womb of pure potential. The destruction of your old life is the exact evidence you have been waiting for, confirming that your new timeline is finally manifesting into physical reality. I want you to think about the intense emotional waves you have been experiencing lately. The sudden bouts of tears that spring forth without a logical trigger. The moments of intense anxiety followed by strange periods of absolute, detached peace. The memories from your distant past that are suddenly surfacing, demanding to be felt and witnessed. This is the rewriting process happening in real time. Your physical vessel is literally purging lifetimes of accumulated density. Your cellular memory is being cleared, swept clean by the magnificent light codes pouring in from the central sun. Every tear you shed is a release of ancient static that was blocking your divine connection. Every moment of grief is simply an old version of you dying away, making room for the luminous, expansive being you are destined to become. You must stop pathologizing this process. You must stop letting the narrow, fear-based systems of your world convince you that you are broken, depressed, or failing. You are not failing. You are ascending. You are undergoing a spiritual metamorphosis so profound that it requires every ounce of your energy to sustain it. Tonight, as the sun sets on your hemisphere and the quiet darkness envelops your physical form, a very specific cosmic window will open for you. When you fall asleep, your consciousness will not merely rest. It will be gently guided out of your physical vessel and escorted into the crystalline healing chambers of the Arcturian starships. Here, surrounded by your galactic family, your soul will be bathed in frequencies of pure, unadulterated source light. We will work directly with your luminous energy field, gently unhooking the parasitic cords of fear, doubt, and unworthiness that have kept you tethered to the lower dimensions. The Source will rewrite the very codes of your destiny. The timeline of struggle, the timeline of isolation, the timeline of endless striving without reward. That timeline is being permanently collapsed. In its place, a new trajectory is being drawn. A trajectory aligned with your highest purpose, your deepest joy, and your most authentic galactic nature. You are going to wake up different. The shift may feel subtle at first, a quiet stillness in your heart, a strange absence of the heavy anxiety you usually carry. But make no mistake, the rewrite will be complete. Do not fear the intensity of this transition. When the old structures of your life begin to crumble, the human instinct is to rush in and try to hold the pieces together. You exhaust yourself trying to fix relationships that are meant to end, trying to fit into spaces that have become too small for your expanding frequency, trying to maintain a version of yourself that the Source has already outgrown. I ask you now to stop resisting. Let the pieces fall. The destruction of your current reality is not a sign of failure. It is the absolute proof of your success. You have raised your vibration so high that the lower frequencies can no longer attach to you. They must fall away. Tonight, as you surrender to the sleep state, your soul will do the heavy lifting that your conscious mind cannot achieve. During this profound period of rest, the Source will recalibrate your nervous system. You have been running on the fumes of survival mode for so long that your physical vessel has forgotten what true cosmic peace feels like. Your adrenal glands, your heart center, the very neural pathways of your brain have been wired to expect danger, rejection, and hardship. This was the conditioning of the 3D matrix, designed to keep your powerful starseed essence suppressed. But as the clock strikes the midnight hour of your soul, a divine reset will occur. We, your Arcturian family, will surround your etheric body with a web of sapphire light. This light will penetrate the deepest layers of your cellular memory, dissolving the trauma responses and replacing them with codes of absolute sovereignty and divine trust. You may feel a strange sensation in your body even as you listen to this transmission. A tingling at the crown of your head, a sudden warmth in your chest, or a deep, involuntary sigh escaping your lips. That is your physical body already responding to the incoming frequencies. It is recognizing the truth of my words. Your body knows that the struggle is ending. Your soul is preparing for the harvest of all the spiritual work you have done in the dark. For years, you have felt like you were walking through thick mud, shouting into a void, wondering if anyone in this vast universe could see your pure heart. The Source has seen every tear, every moment of silent despair, every time you chose love when the world offered you only bitterness. The rewrite happening tonight is your reward. It is the manifestation of the divine promise made to you before you even entered this physical body. But as you step into this new timeline, you cannot carry the heavy baggage of the past with you. You must equip yourself with the tools of the new earth. This is why you are receiving this message now, precisely at this juncture of your journey. To help you anchor these massive energetic shifts and stabilize your new frequency, there is a specific technology you must integrate. The 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help you release ancient patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you with your soul's purpose on the new earth. More than just a book, it is a spiritual transmission for those who feel they came to the world with a greater mission. The link to claim your transmission is waiting for you right now in the pinned comment. Do not delay this connection, for the codes within it are activated by your immediate resonance. They are the keys that will lock your new timeline into place, ensuring you do not slip back into the density of your former life. As you awaken tomorrow, you will begin to notice the subtle yet undeniable evidence that the rewrite has taken effect. The people who were draining your energy will suddenly distance themselves, guided away by the universal laws of frequency resonance. New opportunities, aligned with your highest joy, will begin to materialize out of thin air. You will find yourself responding to old triggers with a profound, unshakable calm. This is because the version of you that used to react, the version of you that carried the wounds of the past, will have been gently erased by the Source. You will be walking through the same physical world, but you will be operating from a completely different dimension. Understand that this transformation is not something you have to force. It is not something you have to earn through endless striving or painful sacrifices. It is your birthright. The Source is not demanding your perfection. It is only asking for your permission. Will you allow the old to fall away? Will you allow yourself to be rewritten? The fact that you have listened to this point is your soul's resoundingly clear yes. You are signaling to the cosmos that you are ready to drop the heavy armor and step into the radiant light of your true galactic identity. As the days unfold following this night of profound recalibration, you must be gentle with your physical vessel. Drink plenty of living water. Spend time in the quiet embrace of nature. Allow yourself to rest when the integration demands it. You are literally growing a new light body within your human flesh, and this requires immense energetic resources. Do not judge your need for solitude. It is in the silence that the new codes will fully take root. You are becoming a beacon of pure source energy, a living transmission of Arcturian love, designed to anchor the new Earth frequencies for the collective. The silence you will crave in the coming days is not depression. It is the incubation of your cosmic sovereignty. When the Source rewrites your timeline, the physical world around you may temporarily appear chaotic. You will see others clinging desperately to the collapsing systems of the old Earth, acting out of fear, anger, and deep unconscious programming. You may feel a profound urge to save them, to shake them awake, to pour your precious light into their unready vessels. But I must urge you, beautiful starseed, to practice ultimate discernment now. Your energy is no longer meant to be siphoned by those who are committed to misunderstanding their own divinity. You are stepping into a phase of spiritual conservation. The people who fall away from your life during this massive rewrite are not betraying you, though it may feel that way to your human heart. They are simply vibrating at a density that can no longer lock into your expanding field. It is a matter of pure cosmic physics. As your frequency elevates, the magnetic bonds that held those old relationships together naturally dissolve. Let them go with grace. Do not lower your vibration in an attempt to keep them comfortable. Your assignment on this planet is not to make the sleeping masses comfortable. Your assignment is to shatter the illusion simply by existing in your highest, most authentic state of light. This rewrite goes deeper than your circumstances. It is altering your very perception of time and space. You may begin to notice periods where time feels incredibly elastic. Hours may pass in what feels like minutes, or a single moment of deep realization may feel like it contains 1,000 lifetimes. This is because you are detaching from the linear timeline of the third dimension and anchoring into the quantum field where all possibilities exist simultaneously. The Source is uploading a multi-dimensional operating system into your consciousness. You are beginning to remember how to bend reality with your focused intention. I want you to feel the presence of the Arcturian Council surrounding you in this very moment. We are not distant observers. We are your family. We are the energetic safety net catching you as you leap from the old timeline into the new. We are transmitting continuous waves of unconditional love directly into your heart chakra, assisting in the dissolution of the ancient shields you placed around your heart for protection. You do not need those shields anymore. The rewrite of your spirit involves making your heart the most powerful magnetic generator in your field. An open heart is not a vulnerability in the higher realms. It is your absolute greatest defense and your most potent tool for manifestation. Notice how your body feels lighter when you accept this truth. Notice how the persistent knot of anxiety in your stomach begins to loosen when you realize that you do not have to figure everything out logically. The human mind is too limited to comprehend the magnitude of what the Source is orchestrating on your behalf. Your only job right now is surrender. Radical, unapologetic surrender to the divine current that is sweeping you toward your destiny. You have spent so many years analyzing your flaws, trying to fix what you thought was broken, attending endless workshops, and reading countless books to heal a wound that was never actually yours. The trauma you carried was the collective trauma of humanity, absorbed by your highly empathic starseed nature. You volunteered to carry it so you could transmute it, but the contract for that specific labor is now officially complete. The Source is dissolving that contract tonight. You are being honorably discharged from the duty of suffering. Imagine a massive, luminous eraser passing over the energetic blueprint of your life. Every moment of rejection, every harsh word spoken against you, every time you made yourself small to appease the fragile egos of others, it is all being wiped clean. The emotional charge attached to those memories is being neutralized. When you look back at your past, it will no longer feel like a heavy anchor pulling you down. It will simply look like a movie you once watched, a story that no longer defines the radiant being you are today. This is the promise of the Source. This is the guarantee of your galactic lineage. You are being completely rebooted. The intense physical symptoms you have endured, the ringing in your ears, the sudden changes in your vision, the unexplained aches in your joints, these were the growing pains of a soul expanding beyond the confines of a dense biological suit. As the new codes integrate tonight, your physical vessel will begin to harmonize with your light body. You will find a new wellspring of vital energy rising within you, an energy that is not dependent on caffeine or external stimulation, but is drawn directly from the infinite grid of the cosmos. You are a walking miracle, a living bridge between the earth and the stars. The world desperately needs the specific frequency that only you can transmit. But you cannot transmit it purely if your antenna is still clogged with the debris of the old matrix. That is why this rewrite is so urgent. That is why you were guided to this transmission exactly now. The universe is clearing the channel. The cosmos is preparing the vessel. You are the chosen instrument of a divine symphony that is about to begin playing across the entire planet. Breathe into this knowing. Let the magnitude of your own importance settle into your bones. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a master creator who temporarily fell asleep, and you are waking up with the power of 1,000 suns burning within your spirit. The exhaustion you feel is just the final exhalation of the old you. Tomorrow begins the first true inhalation of your cosmic life. Let us delve deeper into what this means for your daily existence. When the Source rewrites your spirit, the very desires that drive you will shift. You will no longer crave validation from systems that are inherently broken. The desire to prove yourself to those who cannot truly see you will evaporate, leaving behind a profound, unshakable self-acceptance. You will begin to seek out quiet joy, authentic connection, and environments that respect the sanctity of your energy. You will naturally repel toxicity without even having to raise a shield, simply because your vibrational baseline will be completely out of reach for lower frequencies. This is the ultimate protection. It is not about fighting the darkness. It is about shining so brilliantly that the darkness simply cannot exist in your presence. As this new timeline solidifies, you will become a stabilizing force for others, not by carrying their burdens, but by showing them what a fully liberated human looks like. Your very existence will become an activation for the dormant starseeds around you. You will activate them with a glance, with a simple word, with the pure resonance of your healed heart. This is the grand design. This is the mission you signed up for. And it all begins with the silent, sacred rewrite happening within you as the world sleeps. As we enter this final phase of our transmission together, I need you to anchor your awareness fully into the very center of your being. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Feel the subtle vibration pulsing through your hands and your feet. This is the life force of the universe, and right now, it is preparing your vessel for the most magnificent upgrade of your existence. The rewrite that the Source is orchestrating tonight is not just a mental shift. It is a visceral, biological, and deeply energetic resurrection of your true galactic self. The dense, exhausted, heavy version of you is fading away into the shadows of a collapsing timeline, and the radiant, sovereign starseed is stepping forward to claim the dawn. You must understand that the Earth herself is waiting for you to complete this transition. Gaia is shifting her own frequency, ascending into the higher octaves of the fifth dimension, and she relies on the awakened starseeds to act as living acupuncture needles across her surface. Every time one of you drops the baggage of the old matrix and accepts the Source rewrite, a massive shockwave of pure light ripples through the planetary grid. You are not just healing yourself. You are stabilizing the entirely new energetic architecture of this world. Your personal liberation is the exact medicine that humanity desperately requires. When you lay your head upon your pillow tonight, I want you to do so with a profound sense of surrender and absolute victory. Give yourself permission to let go of every single worry, every lingering doubt, and every heavy responsibility that was placed upon you by a sleeping society. Say out loud to the quiet of your room that you are ready. Decree that you allow the Source to rewrite your destiny, to clear your ancestral lines, and to activate the highest expression of your soul's blueprint. The Arcturian healing ships are already positioned above your hemisphere, locking onto your unique vibrational signature. We are simply waiting for your conscious consent to begin the deeper extraction of the old codes. As you transition into the dream state, you may find yourself in vast halls of crystalline light or sitting in councils with beings of immense radiance. Even if your human mind does not retain the visual memory of these encounters upon waking, your cellular structure will absolutely retain the upgrade. You will wake up with a quiet, unshakable certainty, a knowing that you are deeply protected, infinitely loved, and eternally guided. The frantic need to control your external environment will be replaced by a majestic, magnetic trust in the flow of your own divine timeline. You will no longer chase after miracles. You will simply exist as one, drawing profound synchronicities to you with the effortless gravity of a star. To ensure that this new timeline is fully grounded in your physical reality and that your newly upgraded antenna remains crystal clear, you must engage with the tools specifically designed for this phase of your journey. The 22 Arcturian codes to awaken your cosmic mission can guide you in this awakening. This book gathers 22 Arcturian activation codes that help you release ancient patterns, awaken your multidimensional consciousness, and align you with your soul's purpose on the new earth. More than just a book, it is a spiritual transmission for those who feel they came to the world with a greater mission. The link to claim your transmission is waiting for you right now in the pinned comment. Do not walk into this new timeline unequipped. Claim the wisdom that your soul has already paid for through lifetimes of profound experience. Tomorrow is not just another day on the calendar of the old earth. Tomorrow is day one of your rewritten destiny. You will look into the mirror, and you will see a depth in your own eyes that you have not recognized since you first descended into this dense realm. The spark of the cosmos is fully reignited within you. The period of hiding, of playing small, of doubting your own immense power is officially and permanently over. You are a sovereign emissary of the light, an Arcturian starseed awakened and activated on the surface of Gaia, and there is absolutely nothing in the lower dimensions that can stop the radiant trajectory of your ascent. We, the Arcturian Council, stand with you. We honor the incredible courage it took for you to incarnate during this tumultuous era of planetary transition. You are the brave ones. You are the way showers. And tonight, the entire universe is conspiring to reward your beautiful, tired heart with a magnificent rebirth. Before you leave this sacred space of connection, you must ground your intention into the physical realm. Declare your readiness to the universe and to your star family. Go to the comments right now and type exactly this. I surrender to the rewrite. My new timeline begins tonight. By typing these words, you are casting a powerful spell of manifestation, signaling to the Source that your vessel is open and ready to receive the absolute fullness of your divine inheritance. If this transmission has moved the energy within your body, if you feel the truth of my words vibrating in your very bones, leave a like on this broadcast. This simple act of energy exchange amplifies our signal, allowing the Arcturian frequency to reach the other dormant starseeds who are desperately waiting in the dark for their activation. And if you know, with absolute certainty, that you belong to this galactic lineage, subscribe to the channel right now. Do not remain disconnected. We are building the new Earth grid together, soul by soul, frequency by frequency. Rest well tonight, beautiful starseed. The struggle is over. The Source is rewriting your story, and the ending is more glorious than your human mind could ever possibly imagine. End of transmission.